morning and welcome everybody. Game got started a little early and we had to sort out some YouTube issues for those who are looking to catch the game between the Kingston Axmen and the Grand Valley Expos. Axmen are the visiting team this morning. Greg Garrity at the dish after Riley Capalvo struck out both Christian Knapp and Nick Ellis. Capalvo misses with that one. Moves the count to 3-2, full count. And Garrity earns the walk. These two teams have a long road to take if they look to get into the championship game here this afternoon. Coming from the, we'll say, quote-unquote losers bracket, both teams ended up in second place in their respective pools. Won their 2-versus-3 game last evening. Garrity scampers down to third on the throw to first. Nobody was covering. Good heads-up base running by Greg Garrity there. Whichever team wins this game will have to play again right after against the East Hants Mastodons, who lost in last night's undefeated game to the Micksburg Twins 4-0. And the winner of that will face those Micksburg Twins in the championship game at approximately 2 o'clock. So Calder Rogie at the dish. Brock Rogie goes. No throw. So he advances. And the Axmen are threatening here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Checks his swing on that. Ball 1. Fouls that one off. One, two's the count. Calder Rogie looking to catch these runners. Gets rung up on strike 3 looking. So Capalvo and the Expos escape. 1 hit. No runs on 1 hit, 1 walk. No errors and 2 men left on base. And we're back with the bottom of the first. Ethan Toombs will be towing the rubber for Kingston Axmen. He'll be facing Dakota Bruce, Jordan Bomber, and Kyle Hunter to get things started. Takes that first pitch back up the middle to get things started for the Expos. So Bomber looks down, gets the sign, and we'll see what they've got put on here with Bruce on first. The leadoff single, squares to bunt. Unable to get it down. Squares again. Again, unable to get it down. He's going to have to do it the conventional way. 0-2 count. He sits back on that changeup into foul territory and falls foul. Knapp not quite able to get there, nor was Tom Darling. So he stays alive, 0-2. Long run for both of those players. That's down for ball one. The 1-2 pitch on the way from Toombs, outside for ball two. Two pitch, sits back on that changeup. And great play there by, I believe, oh, okay, sorry. Brock Rogie, who's playing third, not catching this morning. So he made a good little play on the pop-up. Threw it back to first, but Bruce got back in time. That brings Kyle Hunter to the plate with one out. Dakota Bruce still on first. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Toombs. In there for strike one. Toombs leans, fires, swing and a miss for strike two. Hunter in a 1-2 hole. Watch his ball two. So Dakota Bruce still on first, one out, 2-2 count. And ripped on and turned a no doubt home run into the hockey rink over in right field to get the Grand Valley Expos on the board here in the bottom of the first. Hunter did a great job pulling his hands in then on that high rise ball and deposited it into the hockey rink. Hopefully no pickleball players were injured in that play. Brings Michael Fuller to the plate. Swings at that change up down for strike one. Hits that one into the ground. Toombs way up. No balls, 2 strikes. Fuller looking to keep things going here for the Grand Valley Expos. Had a great start to this game in the bottom of the first with a single and a home run, putting them up 2-0. Fouls that one off himself. Doesn't look like it felt too good. Walking it off. A little courtesy from the umpires there. They tend to do that when catcher or batter take a ball and give them a few seconds to reset. Pitch on the way from Toombs. Another changeup that he checks his swing on. Brock Rogie up with it, on to first. 2 away. Brings the designated player, Luke Zettel, to the plate. Looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike again on the outside corner. So Toombs way up 0-2, looking to get out of the bottom of the first here after giving up 2. See if he can get Zettel. Spoils that one. Stay alive. 0-2. Toombs rocks, fires. Oh, I was about to say up in the zone for ball 1, but he gets rung up looking at strike 3 to end the inning for the Grand Valley Expos, and not after they do a bit of damage and take a 2-run lead on a Kyle Hunter home run to right. And we're back with the top of the second inning. Ethan Toombs leading things off. Grand Valley on a Kyle Hunter home run took a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Toombs looking to help himself out. He is the designated player, but is also throwing for Kingston this morning. Looks at strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Toombs steps out. Everybody resets. And the 0-2 pitch is on the way. He misses down and out for ball 1. Still up 1-2 in the count. Pablo delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That brings up Nick McGrain, catching today for the Axmen. Looks at strike one. Pablo rocks, fires, strike two on the outside corner. And McGrain in an early 0-2 hole here in the top of the second. Spoils that one to stay alive. McGrain yesterday is credited by me with an inside the park home run. Pushes that one down to third, and he's retired for the second out of the inning. Not sure how the official score marked it down yesterday, but I certainly gave McGrain the inside the park home run. That'll bring Kyle Lloyd to the plate. Looks at strike one. Kingston played last night against the Highgate Rock in the 2-versus-3 game at 7 o'clock, and winning that put them into this game here this morning at 10 o'clock and giving themselves an opportunity to still fight for the championship. Lloyd leaves that one out. Lloyd rips that one down to third. Knocked down by Jackson Will, throwing to first to retire the speedy Lloyd and end the inning on the Kingston Axmen. Due up for the Expos in the bottom of the second will be Dustin Bell, Curtis Root, and Jackson Will. And we're back with the bottom of the second. Leading things off for the Grand Valley Expos, Dustin Bell, followed by Curtis Root, Jackson Will. Looking to add to their 2-0 lead that they opened up in the bottom of the first, as Will looks at ball one up. One 0 pitch. Spoiled foul over towards the tennis courts. 1-1 the count. on the left fielder, Dustin Bell. Looks at strike 2 on the outside corner. Toombs up, 1-2 in the count. Rocks, fires. That one's pushed out to center. Off the bottom of the fence. He's digging for third, and he will be in there safely with a leadoff triple. Just pushed that one. Seemed to keep carrying over the head of Calderogi, and Bell, is in there with a leadoff triple. And the Expos are back in business. That one splashed over behind third base. Bell comes in to score, and Root is in there with a double. Great piece of hitting by Curtis Root, and a tough break for Ethan Toombs and the Kingston Axmen. The Expos will take it and cash another run. Jackson will. Looking to keep the train rolling. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That one's up for ball 1. 1-1 the count. One pitch on the way. Will swings at that one down in the zone for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Toombs up in the count, 1-2. Pitch on the way. Will puts that one into play. Lloyd looks Root back and on to first to retire Will. Brings first baseman Brody Hunter to the plate. Curtis Root still at second after cashing Dustin Bell following his leadoff triple. Hunter looks at that one up in the zone for ball 1. Toombs drops that in on the outside corner for strike 1. One pitch on the way from Toombs. Pushes that down the right side. Fair ball. Digging for second. And he is in safely as Root comes around to score from second on another great piece of hitting by the Grand Valley Expos. That one was just fair by maybe less than a foot. And they take a 4-0 lead. So Dakota Bruce, as we go back to the top of the lineup for the Expos, who led the game off with a single and scored on Kyle Hunter's home run, will also look to keep things going with 1 out. And the Expos leading 4-0 in the bottom of the second.
Now batting the right fielder, Dakota Bruce.
Quick little mound visit. Try and settle things down for Toombs as Jordan McDonald warms up on the Axmen sideline. Toombs and Grain going through the signs. Dakota Bruce asks for time, steps out. Change up outside for ball one. One-0 pitch on the way. Ball two. Pushes that one up towards the middle. Lloyd scoops, fires to first for the second out. As Hunter advances to third.
2 out. Catcher, Jordan Bomber.
Catcher Jordan Balmer at the plate. Skies that one to center. Rogie well under it. And retires aside here in the bottom of the second, but not after. Grand Valley Expos add another 2 runs on 3 hits, no walks, no errors, and 1 left on base.
2 runs for Grand.
And we're back for the top of the third. Grand Valley Expos leading the Kingston Axmen 4-0 after 2 complete. Tom Darling leading things off. He'll be followed by Christian Knapp and Nick Ellis. Capalbo spins that one in for strike 1. That one misses up. Ball 1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Outside for ball 2. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That also misses up and out for ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Darling trying to do his job here to get things started for the Axemen in the top of the third. Looks at strike 2. So full count. Darling love to get on and turn the lineup over for the Axemen. See if they can chip away at this 4-0 Expos lead. And he does just that, drawing the walk from Capalbo. Bring Christian Knapp to the plate, nobody out.
Hey, never go corner.
Struck out swinging in his first plate appearance back in the first inning. Squares, misses, strike one. Looks down, gets a sign from Coach McDonald. Squares again. Looks to slap bunt. And he's in an 0-2 hole with Darling on first.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for strike three. That'll bring Nick Ellis to the plate with one out. Darling still on first. And see if he can move Darling up on the base paths. Except ball one down. Oh. 2-0. Goes Darling. He's in safely with no throw. As Ellis looked at strike one. So 2-1 count. Darling on second after the stolen base. Capalbo delivers. Pitch is up there for strike two. Ellis doesn't agree, and gonna have to agree with him on that one. Looked pretty up in the zone. 2-2 pitch. Swings, pushes it into center. Darling will score, and a good job by Kyle Hunter to get that one in quickly and keep Ellis at first. So the Axmen are on the board after the Ellis RBI single, which brings Greg Garrity to the plate. 1 on, 1 out, and 1 run in. Garrity drew a walk in his first at-bat, advanced to third. Single by Brock Rogie, and was stranded there back in the top of the first. Garrity took a healthy cut at that one, and he's down 0-1 in the count. Leaves that one, watches it go across for strike two. He's 0-2 hole here. Pablo deals. Garrity fouls that one off. Stays alive. O2 pitch on the way again. Just fouled off. Garrity stays alive once again. Ellis took off for second there. See if he goes again. Garrity still in an 0-2 hole. Swing and a miss for strike three.
Two out. Third baseman Brock Rogie.
I'll bring Brock Rogie to the plate. 2 outs. Brock singled. in his last plate appearance. Ellis goes, throw down, and he's in there safely. Good throw by Jordan Bomber. Ellis just slid it under the tag. So he's right there on second for Rogie to, as he grounds to short, on to first. Side is retired. So the Axmen do get one here in the top of the third. Cut the Expos lead to 4-1, with Hunter, Fuller, and Zettel due up in the bottom half for the Grand Valley Expos. Okay, we're back for the bottom of the third. Jordan McDonald taking his warm-up pitches. A few changes for the Axemen. Ethan Toombs has been replaced by Jordan McDonald on the rubber. And the changes otherwise are just defensive. Brock Rogie will come in and catch. Nick McGrain will go out to left. That'll bring Nick Ellis into third. Garrity stays at first, Knapp at second, Lloyd at short, Darling in right, Rogie in center. And the Expos will look to build on their lead that they've built here through the first 2.5, 4-1. Kyle Hunter leading things off. Hit a no doubt 2-run home run in his first plate appearance back in the first inning. Let's see what he can do here against right-hander Jordan McDonald. Starts him out with a strike on the inside corner. Hunter rips that past the first baseman for a leadoff single. Very hard hit ball. I'm not sure how much of that Greg Garrity saw down at first base. Late reaction was up and in, and he just pulled the hands in and ripped it. So Fuller gets the signs with Hunter on first, nobody out. Squares. Gets it down, but foul. Everyone gets a sign from coach. Let's see what we have on for this one. He's squaring. He manages to get that one down. No play at second. Ellis on to first. McDonald does a good job covering third, not allowing Hunter to advance any further than second.
Now batting the designated player, Luke Settle.
That'll bring Luke Zettel after the 5-4 sacrifice. Swings and misses at the first offering from McDonald. Kyle Hunter on second. 1 out. Zettel looking to do some damage. Swings and misses at that one. He's in an early 0-2 hole. Chokes up on the bat a bit. Sees if he can put something in play. Donald rocks, fires. Right back up the middle goes Zettel. Hunter coming around. Wisely stays at third. And Zettel advances to second on the throw. So great job by Calderogi to get that in from center field. Keeps Hunter at third. Ball was hit hard enough that Rogie was able to come up through a strike to home. That one stung deep to left center, and it's out of here for a 3-run home run by Dustin Bell.
Homer for Dustin Bell.
So the Grand Valley Expos keep things going here in the bottom half of the third and extend their lead to 7-1.
Now batting the second baseman, Curtis Root.
That one's pushed to center. Rogie gets under it. Root is retired for the second out of the inning.
2 out. Batter is the third baseman, Jackson Will.
Brings Jackson Will to the plate. He grounded out to short his last plate appearance. Looks at strike one on the outside corner. Oh, and 2. McDonald looking to get out of the inning. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ending things here in the bottom half of the third for the Grand Valley Expos. Before that happened, they extended their lead to 7-1 on a 3-run home run by Dustin Bell. They lead 7-1 with Calderogi, Ethan Toombs, and Nick McGrain due up in the top of the fourth for the Kingston Axmen. We're back with the top of the fourth. Leading things off for the Kingston Axmen will be Calderogi, followed by Ethan Toombs and Nick McGrain. Axmen chipped away at a 4-1 lead, or sorry, 4-0 lead by scoring 1 in the third, and then gave up 3 in the bottom half. So they'll look to keep climbing back here in the fourth. Riley Capalbo throwing well for the Grand Valley Expos. Rogi pushes that to short, on to first. He's retired. Through 3 and a third, Capalbo with 6 strikeouts. Apologies.
Coming back for Kingston, the designated player, Ethan Toombs.
Just 1 hit and 2 walks. Sorry, 2 hits and 2 walks. Ethan Toombs at the plate. Looks at a ball on the outside corner. One 0 pitch. Toombs just gets out of the way of that one. 2-0. Great stab at short by Michael Fuller, but not able to come up throwing. So Ethan Toombs with an infield single. Getting things started here for the Axmen with 1 out. Nick McGrain grounded out to second. His first at bat. Back in the second inning. He and Toombs, teammate on the Napanee U20 team that'll be hosting the U20 Canadians. Looks down to Coach McDonald for the sign. Capalbo looks in, leans, 1-1 pitch on the way. It's fouled off for strike 2.
Whatever, I'm already losing my mind back here. It's only for the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So Capalbo way up, 1-2 in the count. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Go!
2 out. Batter, shortstop, Kyle Lloyd.
That'll bring Kyle Lloyd to the plate with Toombs still at first base, 2 outs. Lloyd's been busy at short today, fielding his position well and looking to do the same at the plate. Toombs goes, throw beats him. He is out at second on the attempted stolen base. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the Expos lead 7-1 after 3.5. And we're back with bottom of the fourth. Brody Hunter leading things off for the Grand Valley Expos. Jordan Mack still towing the rubber, so J-Mac came in after the second inning. So just get things started in the third. Brody Hunter doubled in his last plate appearance off Ethan Toombs to cash the two base runners. Sorry, one base runner. Root had already cashed Dustin Bell. Looks at strike up in the zone. And J-Mac way up here to the first batter. He misses up and out with that one. Brody Hunter chokes up. McDonald misses with that one in the same spot. Pushes the count full, 3-2. After an early 1-2 hole, Brody Hunter going to climb back and get on base. Donald leans, fires, and Hunter rung up. Strike three looking.
One out of the batter is the right fielder, number 5, Dakota Bruce.
Dakota Bruce at the plate. Singleton scored in the first, grounded to short in the second. He's up here now in the fourth with one out. He goes down swinging for the second out. That'll bring Jordan Balmer to the plate, who's softly popped out to third and flied out to center. Balmer turns on that, pulls a foul. Well, one pitch on the way from McDonald. Leans, fires. That one's skied up. Ellis may have a chance here. He does. Catches it, retires the side in order. The Grand Valley Expos. Due up for the Axmen in the top of the fifth. Kyle Lloyd, Tom Darling, Christian Knapp. Okay, we're back for the top of the 5th inning with Kyle Lloyd leading things off for the Axmen. He'll be followed by Tom Darling and Christian Knapp. Lloyd grounded out to third in his first at-bat. He looks at strike one. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Lloyd pushes that down the left side and out of play for a long strike 2. Couldn't quite sit back on that changeup. Oh, 2 pitch. Back to Capalbo. And on to first to retire Lloyd. Fielding his position well there. Bit of a defensive protection. Get the glove up, find the ball, and on to first. I'll bring Tom Darling to the plate, who walked in his only plate appearance so far this morning, back in the 3rd inning. Stole second and came around to score on a single by Nick Ellis. That pitch is up for ball 1. Strike 1 swing. One pitch, pushed up the middle, scooped by Fuller on to first. Darling's retired. Jeez, what the heck did I just do here? Trying to open a window and with 2 outs. Christian Knapp at the plate, struck out swinging in both of his plate appearances. Except ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way. Pablo misses with that one. 2-0. So favorable count here for Nappy. That one misses down, 3-0. And Capalbo loses them on 4 straight pitches. So Knapp earns the walk. That'll bring Ellis up. He's got the only RBI of the game for the Axmen, scoring Darling from second on a single. Pablo misses. Favorable bounce here for Palmer, and just about got Knapp at second. So 1-0 pitch on the way here from Capalbo. Misses up for ball 2. Good hitters count here, but Ellis may just let this one go after 6 straight balls by Capalbo. We'll see what he does. He is swinging. Misses strike 1. Two outs, 2-1 count. Knapp on second. Ellis misses that one, pushes the count to 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way from Capalbo. Changeup misses high for ball 3.
3 balls, 2 strikes. You go get hit, Siggy. You go get.
2 outs. Knapp on second. 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses. Down and out for ball 4. So right guy, right time here. Greg Garrity walked in his first plate appearance. Struck out swinging in his second plate appearance. But certainly has the power to change the score with one swing. 2 runners on. Swings and misses at the first offering. 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Misses up. Ball 1. Two outs. Runners first and second. 1-2 pitch on the way from Capalbo. Changeup gets him for strike 3 swinging. And ends the threat here in the top half of the 5th. So after 4.5, Grand Valley Expos 7, Kingston Axmen 1. And we're back with the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Hunter leading things off for the Grand Valley Expos. Homered, 2-run homer in his first plate appearance. Singled and scored back in the 3rd, and looks at strike up and in. That one behind Hunter. Pitch on the way from McDonald. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2's count. Kyle Hunter looking to get on base for his third time this morning. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
One out, the batter is the shortstop, number 24, Michael Fuller.
Fuller laid down a sacrifice bunt his last plate appearance. Looks at a ball down in the zone, 1-0. That sacrifice moved Hunter over to second, who ended up scoring on Dustin Bell's 3-run home run. Swing and a miss for strike 1. One pitch on the way for McDonald. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. McDonald's settled down here in the 4th and the 5th after having a rough go when he first came in back in the 3rd. He's since settled down with 5 straight outs here in the 4th and the 5th, 4 by strikeout. As Zettel fouls that one off for strike 1. One pitch on the way from McDonald. That one apparently catches the outside corner for strike 2. Zettel in an 0-2 hole. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And McDonald retires his side with 3 consecutive strikeouts. And the Kingston Axmen hoping to help their pitcher out. Coming up here in the top of the 6th, Brock Rogie, Calder Rogie, and Ethan Toombs. And we're back for the top of the 6th. Brock Rogie's got his gear off and ready to step into the batter's box. Rogie grounded out to short in his last plate appearance and singled back in the 1st, but was stranded at 2nd after Capalbo struck out Calder Rogie looking. That one misses outside. or up, I'm not sure. That one misses up. 3-0 is the count. And he loses him on 4 straight pitches. So Ruggie does his job in the leadoff spot here in the top of the 6th by getting off, or getting on, sorry. That'll bring Calder Rogie to the plate, who also grounded short in his last plate appearance. Looks at strike 1, up. Strike 2. Calder fights that one off down the right side to stay alive. 0-2. So we'll bring that foul ball back in rather than using a shiny brand new one. And Rogie still in an 0-2 hole. Brock Rogie on first after the leadoff walk. Fights that one off to second. On to first. Rogie does his job. Advancing Brock. And Ethan Toombs will come up with Rogie on second, 1 out. He looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Pablo sets, leans, fires 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 looking on the outside corner. I'll bring Nick McGrain up, who started as the catcher for the Axmen and moved to left field when the pitching change was made. Splashes that one into right. Expos will concede the run, no throw, and keep McGrain at first. So Rogie comes around to score after his leadoff walk. Cuts the Expos lead 7-2. Kyle Lloyd. Who's looked at 2 first pitches right down the middle. Leaves that one up for ball 1. Lloyd grounded back to the pitcher in his first at-bat, or last at-bat, and to third in his first at-bat. He looks at strike 1. So 1-1's the count, 2 outs. Nick McGrain on first after catching Rogie from second on a single to right. And he will go down to second with no throw, as the Axmen look to chip away at this 7-2 Expos lead here in the top of the 6th. the way McDonald's been throwing the last 2 innings, they've got a shot here. If they can cash another 1 or 2 here in this inning. Change up, rolled on, pulled foul down the third base line. Good piece of hitting there by Lloyd to stay alive. Just fought off the changeup. DePalvo looking to retire the side here. Rocks, fires, swing and a miss, and squeezed by Bomber for strike 3. So after 5.5, Expos lead 7-2 with Bell, Root, and Will coming up in the bottom of the 6th. And we're back for the bottom half of the 6th. Grand Valley Expos leading 7-2. Jordan McDonald with 5 strikeouts the last 2 innings, 6 total since entering the game in relief of Ethan Toombs. Hoping to make quick work of the Expos once again here in the bottom of the 6th. Get its team back on the sticks in the top of the 7th. Ball 1, 1-0 pitch on the way. That also misses up and in on Dustin Bell. 2-0's the count. Bell hit a 3-run homer off McDonald in his last plate appearance against him. And he's worked a 3-0 count here in the bottom of the 6th. See if he's swinging. He's not. He looks at a strike down the middle. 3-1. So Bell's still in a favorable hitter's count. 3-1. Pitch on the way. It's down for ball 4. So Bell does his job by getting a leadoff walk. That brings Curtis Root, who flied out to center in his last plate appearance and doubled in his first plate appearance back in the 2nd. He pulls that one down the right side. Advances Bell to 2nd. Nice play by Christian Knapp. So Will's grounded out to short, struck out swinging, hoping to change his fortunes here in the bottom of the 6th with Bell on 2nd. McDonald gets the call on the outside corner. 0-2. He looks at strike 3 down the middle as he's retired.
2 out, batter is the first baseman, number 22, Brody Hunter.
Brings Brody Hunter to the plate. He puts a sting into one. Is it into the gap? Oh, off the glove of a diving Tom Darling. He's coming into second, and he's in there with a a sliding double, and cashes Bell from second to extend this Expos lead to 8-2. Great diving attempt by Tom Darling there, and then just some bad luck that he actually pushed it away from Calderogi, who was backing him up, but Darling knocked it the other way, and Bell comes in to score from second. So Dakota Bruce at the dish with 2 outs. Brody Hunter on second after having just switched places with Dustin Bell. Splashes that one past third baseman Nick Ellis. Coming in, play at the plate, and he is safe. This foot in under the tag. Great slide by Brody Hunter, and a great throw from left field by Nick McGrain. After that one got past Ellis. And Bruce ends up on second. It's a little conversation here between Rogie and home plate umpire. And I think the Axmen are going to shake hands here and concede the victory to the Grand Valley Expos. Sorry, apologies. That's on the run rule. That is game over. I forgot to look at my scorebook. That's 9-2. That was the winning run on the 7-run mercy rule here for the Expos. And that'll end things as Grand Valley takes this one 9-2 through 6 complete. We'll be back at noon for these same Grand Valley Expos taking on the East Hants Mastodons for the chance to move on to the final against the Mixburg Twins at 2 o'clock.